Hey y'all, I'm gonna teach y'all how to play The Only Exception by Paramore. Alright, for the chords used in this song, you have a G, D minor, C major 7th, A minor, D, F, and C. Alright, so now how to play the G chord. So you would take your first finger, put on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, like so. Then put your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. So it looks like this so far. Then take your ring finger and put on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, like so. To play the D minor chord, you put your first finger on the 1st fret of the 1st string. Then you put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And finally, your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Alright, to play C major 7th, you take your first finger and you put it on the 2nd fret on the 4th string. Then you take your 2nd finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, like so. To play A minor, you take your first finger, put it on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. To play D, you put your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. To play the F chord, you would bar the first 2 frets with your first finger like so. Make sure to cover both the 1st and 2nd strings of the 1st fret. Then you take your middle finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. Finally, to make the C chord, you put your first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Alright, so starting with the verses. You start with the G chord and you strum down, up, 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 down, up. Then you move to a D minor, down, up, down, up to a C major 7th, down, up, down. So it sounds like. Alright, so the verses and the chorus are the same. G, D minor, and C major 7th. At the bridge, however, it goes A minor, G, and D. The strumming pattern is the same, the down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, G, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, D, up, down, up. But as you play through the bridge, you should build up volume so the audience doesn't get bored as you play through the song, because it is slower. So it'd be. And you would repeat that once. Alright, so after the bridge, you would repeat the chorus twice, and then go into the final little section. It sounds the same as the verses of the song, but the chords change up a bit. It goes F, C, G, and you play those 3 chords through once more. So it'd be up, down, up. Alright, so this is how the song would sound. When I was younger, I saw my daddy cry and curse at the wind. He broke his own heart, and I watched as he tried to reassemble it. My mama swore that she would never let herself forget. That was the day that I promised to never sing of love that does not exist. But darling, you are only exception. You are the only exception. You are the only exception. You are the only exception. Maybe I know somewhere deep in my soul that love never lasts. We've got to find other ways to make it alone, or keep a straight face. And I've always lived like this, keeping a comfortable distance. And up until now I had sworn to myself that I'm content with loneliness, because none of it was ever worth the risk. Yeah, you are the only exception. 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 I've got a tight grip on reality, but I can't go for what's in front of me here. And I know you're leaving in the morning when you wake up. Lead me with some proof it's not a dream. Whoa. You are the only exception. 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 You are the only exception.